Right now, jurors in the Chandler Halderson murder trial are hearing from a Dane County detective how he discovered the remains of Halderson's father. Also, on the one-year anniversary of the January 6th insurrection, see how ceremonies and remembrances are being held in the nation's capital.
And brutal cold getting ready to sweep in for parts of the weekend and early next week. We're going to have the latest First One forecast.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to News 3 Now at noon. We begin with breaking news this noon. Madison area hospitals say they are at capacity and are postponing low-risk, non-emergency procedures. As of Thursday, COVID-19 hospitalizations at the city's 3 hospitals, Unity Point Health, Meriter UW Hospital, and SSM Health St. Mary's Hospital, were tied with the previous peak of 179. And as cases continue to rise throughout Dane County, healthcare providers are worried that hospitalizations might reach even higher levels. And this just in this morning, the Alliant Energy Center will open as a mass COVID testing place next week. Public health officials in Dane County are partnering with a private testing firm to open the clinic next Monday. It'll be an initial testing capacity of 500 to 750 tests per day, 5 days a week. A week later, on January 17th, capacity will increase to 1,000 tests per day and will expand to weekends as soon as possible. The clinic is scheduled to run from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. The clinic will be a walk-up rather than a drive-through, and testing is available by appointment only to cut down on patient wait times. Well, let's head to the weather center now. Meteorologist Chris Reese has a look at some bitterly cold wind chills headed our way. Chris?
Yeah, bitter cold wind chills, and even still, we're seeing those fine little flurries that are out there, even though we have some of that sunshine as well. Doppler track still generally quiet for us, but there's just enough moisture that's trapped between that clear sky and the ground. And the air that's coming in, Mark, it is so cold that it wants to squeeze out every bit of moisture that it can. So, that being said, yes, it is sunny and snowing at the same time, but there's a reason for it. 9, there's our temperature right now. The wind chill down at 5 degrees below zero. Temperatures are going to try to get towards 12 between now and about 2 o'clock, but that's the warmest we get. It is truly a cold day, and we get colder. We have wind chill advisories just to the west. I will not be surprised to see more of these added further towards the east. These are wind chills right now. They continue to stay cold for us, Mark.
Sunny and snowing.
Sunny and snowing. That's what's happening.
Chris, thank you. We'll check back in a few minutes. Day 3 of the Chandler Halderson murder trial is underway, and the prosecution is going over evidence found on a farm, and the rural Dane County detective described where they discovered the remains of Halderson's father.
You can see the pile of sticks there, and there's something underneath it. Couldn't quite tell what it was right away, so I stepped over the log and got a little bit of a closer look.
And what did you find?
I didn't know what it was at first. It took me a while to process what I was seeing. You know, then it became obvious that I was looking at a human torso.
The detective's testimony included graphic photos of the crime scene, and if you were watching the live stream, we cut the video at that point. Well, 2 members of the Mineral Point Fire Department were killed after their fire truck was hit by a semi-truck while responding to a different crash. The Iowa County Sheriff's Office says the fire truck was on its way to a crash on Highway 151 just after midnight and was trying to turn onto an emergency crossover on the highway near County Highway D when it was hit by a semi that was traveling north. Officials say both vehicles were heavily damaged. The fire truck caught on fire. Both firefighters who were in the fire truck died at the scene. The semi-driver was not hurt. Highway 151 is still closed in both directions at County Highway D near Mineral Point. Ceremonies and remembrances are being held throughout the day as the nation marks the one-year anniversary of the January 6th attack on the United States Capitol. Natalie Brand has more details from Capitol Hill.
I'm praying that we'll never have another day like we had a year ago today.
President Biden visited the U.S. Capitol 1 year after a mob stormed the same building in an attempt to prevent the certification of the 2020 presidential election results.
Those who stormed this Capitol, and those who instigated and incited, and those who called on them to do so, held a dagger at the throat of America, at American democracy.
The president, calling out his predecessor, says the nation is at a turning point.
We must decide, what kind of nation are we going to be? Are we going to be a nation that accepts political violence as a norm?
Despite the attack, Congress returned to complete its duty formalizing the election results, but divisions over the outcome of the election remain.
It's going to take a long time for us to overcome. And look, we can either, embrace the truth of what happened with the election and what happened on January 6th, or we can be destroyed by lies.
Republican Governor Larry Hogan, who deployed the Maryland State Police and National Guard to help protect the Capitol, says Americans need to come together.
We're more divided than ever, and both parties, the extremes of both parties are tearing the country apart.
A CBS News poll out this week shows 68% of Americans say the January 6th attack was a sign of increasing political violence. 32% say it was an isolated event. Natalie Brand, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
And former President Trump canceled a planned press conference for today, instead issuing a statement slamming President Biden and calling it a, quote, rigged 2020 presidential election. Well, somebody in the Badger State is suddenly very rich. One of the owners of the 2 winning Powerball tickets will split last night's new record jackpot of $632 million. Our partners in Green Bay are reporting the ticket was sold in the Green Bay area. The Lottery Commission is holding a news conference at 2 o'clock this afternoon to officially announce the location of the winning ticket in Wisconsin. The other winning ticket was sold at a 7-Eleven convenience store in Sacramento, California. We need to check out this video of members of Turkey's Orthodox community celebrating the Epiphany, which marks the birth and baptism of Jesus Christ. They dove into the icy waters of Istanbul's Golden Horn after the spiritual leader of the world's Orthodox Christians threw a wooden cross into the Bosphorus. 10 swimmers competed to retrieve the crucifix. This year's winner was successful after competing for 5 years to retrieve the wooden crucifix, which is believed to bring good luck for the year ahead to those who retrieve it. Next on News 3 Now at noon, why one of the world's biggest tennis stars is being held in an Australian hotel, and today's Money Watch report from Diane King Hall.
Demand for the COVID-19 vaccine boosts Walgreens' bottom line, and an intoxicating deadline looms for the dry January boom. I'm Diane King Hall at the CBS Broadcast Center. Of those stories and more in your CBS Money Watch report.
Furniture and Appliance Mart's 72-hour appliance sale is this weekend. Save as much as 40% off on top brand appliances, plus no interest financing for 18 months with $999 minimum purchase at Furniture and Appliance Mart inside Ashley HOMESTORE off the Beltline.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Who am I? Wow, is that really me? Hi, I'm Annette, and I'm an actress. Under eye bags and wrinkles are so frustrating. They're so hard to hide and so hard to get rid of. I came across Plexiderm, and I was so excited. We have a model. His name is Richie, and all he's doing is taking a small amount. It's so powerful. That's all it takes.
This new year, in just 10 minutes, you'll look incredible.
This is something that you can do in the convenience of your own home. It's a cream. It's a topical. It literally creates an invisible layer that tightens the skin and smooths it out. All you do is gently rub it underneath your eyes, on your fine lines and wrinkles, and it
Visibly disappears in as little as 10 minutes.
My real true opinion is holy words I can't say on camera. This is absolutely unbelievable. I mean, I could feel it just lifting my skin. It was amazing. It feels good. Feels great. Looks even better.
I can't even believe that this worked. I was a little skeptical, I am not going to lie, because I saw people online with it, and I'm like, yeah, right, that can't possibly work. I'm telling you, it really works.
I thought I might see a little difference, but to see that big of a difference, and I felt something happening, but I had no idea. Like, I have so many dark circles, I have the puffiness, I have the lines. Like, it's amazing. I love it.
I did this to my father at home because I was skeptical. Yes, I admit it. 4 minutes, 34 seconds. The appearance of his under eye bag was completely gone. We were screaming. You have an event, you have any of those moments where you want to feel the best about yourself. I am telling you, the videos that you see on social media and TV are real.
This new year is the best time to get Plexiderm for only $14.95 and see it work for yourself after your first application. Your solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
Just 2 pills for all-day pain relief. Aleve it and see what's possible. And also try Aleve X topical pain relief.
It's your last chance to ring in the new year with style at Ashley HOMESTORE. Save up to 54% off holiday doorbusters and special buys while supplies last. Plus interest-free financing for 5 years. Pay less than $20 a month for a new room you'll love. Only at Ashley HOMESTORE.
You're watching News 3 Now at noon. Winner of the National Edward R. Murrow Award for Overall Excellence in Television.
The number of Americans signing up for unemployment benefits rose last week. According to the Labor Department, first-time filings for weekly jobless claims increased by 7,000 to 207,000. Keep in mind, we get the all-important monthly jobs report tomorrow. Walgreens is out with its quarterly report card, and it got a boost from customers seeking COVID vaccines and tests. The drugstore chain says profit topped $3.5 billion in its first quarter. That was better than expected. Walgreens says it gave out more than 9 million booster shots and administered 15.6 million vaccines. And consumers snapped up 6.5 million COVID tests. One of the nation's biggest banks is trying to get employees boosted with a philanthropic twist. According to Reuters, Bank of America told workers it will donate $100 to food banks for every employee who gets a COVID-19 booster shot. The incentive will reportedly run through the end of the month. And losing control of those dry January goals. According to a one-poll survey in the UK, more than half of sober hopefuls cave by the second week of the year, January 16th to be exact. Nearly 1 in 4 already admit they won't stay dry for the entire month, and about a third are content with just making it to mid-month. And that's your CBS Money Watch report. For more, head to CBSMoneyWatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Diane King Hall.
Diane, thank you. Let's check Wall Street at the noon hour. The Dow Industrial is down 9. The NASDAQ, though, up 65, recovering from 2 big days of losses. And the S&P 500 up 16. The world's #1 tennis player, Novak Djokovic, is facing a battle off the court amid a big backlash over COVID vaccinations. Australian authorities have detained him in a government hotel while a court decides his fate. CBS's Ian Lee reports from London.
Fans of Novak Djokovic came out to support the Serbian tennis star,
Freedom for Djokovic today and forever.
gathering outside his hotel in Melbourne, outraged he might not play in this month's Australian Open.
It's not fair. It's being discriminating against him just because he chooses not to state, his vax status.
Police quickly detained the tennis superstar when he flew in on Wednesday. Australia requires everyone entering to be fully vaccinated against COVID.
Rules are rules, and there are no special cases.
Tournament organizers deny Djokovic received any special treatment. He was granted a medical waiver by 2 independent bodies. His mother calls his treatment criminal.
That they are keeping him as a prisoner. It's just not fair. It's not human.
But his case found little sympathy from rival Rafael Nadal.
I feel sorry for him, but at the same time, he knew the conditions since a lot of months ago. So
he's been called Novak's Djokovic because he's spoken out against vaccinations, and that's getting him zero love from most Australians.
I don't think he should come and play. I don't think anyone should be treated any differently to anyone else.
Now the tennis world waits as a different kind of court decides Djokovic's fate on Monday. Ian Lee, CBS News.
And Djokovic is on the verge of making history. He is just 1 Grand Slam trophy away from finally overtaking rivals Roger Federer and Rafael Nadal. Well, brace yourself for some frigid weather. Chris has your cold forecast coming up next.
That an apple a day keeps the doctor away. But you still need to see your dentist because getting good dental care is important to your overall health. You know dental bills can take a big bite out of your budget, especially if you're retired or on Medicare. Even a simple cleaning can cost $200. And other procedures like crowns and root canals can cost hundreds, even thousands more. But affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company can help. Give us a call or go online for this free information kit with all the details. This isn't just a discount plan. This is real dental insurance that can help pay for over 350 covered procedures like cleanings, fillings, crowns, even dentures. There are no deductibles, no annual maximum, and you can see any dentist you like. So don't wait. Call now or go online for your free information kit from Physicians Mutual.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
I'm a little old to count down the days, but my ski trip to Cascade Mountain with my cousin each year, so much fun. We used to pretend like we were flying. Now, we really do. My dad and my uncle like that we still ski free. But Noah and I, we just have fun. See you there.
Whether you have a design emergency or you just want to shop the best furniture showroom in town, you need Dwellings, Madison's best kept secret for design and furniture. Shop our fabulous showroom, Hard Rock Road, Fitchburg.
When sickness hits, chicken soup can help you heal. Could it even boost your immunity?
This is something we need.
Susan Simon's in the kitchen with Dr. Zorba Pastor to share his research. Tonight on News 3 Now at 6.
Madison schools are urging students to get tested before they return to class. We're breaking down where your child can get tested this weekend.
And we're talking about bitterly cold wind chills on the way. We'll have the latest forecast tomorrow morning from 4:30 to 7.
The Farm Report is sponsored by Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
And let's check in now with Pam Yankee from the Midwest Farm Report. Bundle up.
Boy, for sure. Chilly. And for a lot of folks that are in agriculture, that means outdoor work. Got to protect yourself. I was thinking about it. Red and blue, those are colors you don't want to see. You know, your face and hands are going to get red when you're exposing it to this kind of wind and this kind of temperatures, but let's not let them get blue. Same thing, watch out for your employees. There, as you can understand, there's a lot of large farms that have employees that may not be familiar with Wisconsin's region, our climate, our temperatures at this time of the year. Make sure that they've got the proper gear. They're out there feeding your calves and feeding the livestock and things like that. Just make sure that they've got enough gear because this kind of a weather snap can surprise them, that's for sure. Hey, applications are now being accepted if you'd like to be our 75th Allison Dairyland. That is our predominant ambassador for Wisconsin agriculture, all types of agriculture across the state. They're accepting the applications until, I want to say, January 7th. And so you need to kind of get moving on that. I might be wrong on that date. We've got the website, or got the information up on our website, MidwestFarmReport.com. The position is a year-round contract position with the Wisconsin Department of Agriculture, pays $45,000, has the sick leave, the vacation, and that type of thing. Plus, they also give you a stipend for independent single health insurance plan. So just a couple things to think about if you'd like to speak up on behalf of Wisconsin agriculture. Our current Allison Dairyland, Julia Nunes, kind of broke the record book when she accepted a second term speaking up on behalf of Wisconsin agriculture. I'm sure she'll be happy to take a pause and move on to her career in agriculture in a little different way. So we've been talking about the butter market. It's hot again today. Barrel cheese in Chicago is unchanged at $1.87 1/4. 40-pound block cheese down 1.5 pennies at $2.05. But again today, Mark, butter up another 3 1/4 cents, $2.74 1/4 per pound. Demand is raging for our butter. One thing I learned from a broker analyst I visited with this morning from Everag is that the countries that have oil, where energy prices are skyrocketing, they consider butter a luxury item. So places like Saudi Arabia, Arab Emirates, they are coming to Wisconsin, or at least the U.S. dairy industry, looking for that luxury item, butter. That's part of the story anyhow.
It's good news.
Yeah, it's different news for sure.
All right, well, stay warm.
Yeah, you too.
All right, here's Chris Reese now with that bitterly cold forecast.
Yeah, look at all the alerts that we have across the country this afternoon. Most of them having to do with winter weather. We're talking blizzard warnings and winter storm warnings throughout parts of the mountains in the west, winter storm warnings and winter weather advisories all the way down into parts of Georgia and Alabama. But then the true heart of this storm is really impacting parts of Kentucky and Tennessee. Then we work our way to the northern part of the country. It is the wind chill chill warnings and wind chill advisories. This is all a part of the cold that's coming into the picture. Now, I want to take a moment to give a shout out to Kentucky and Tennessee, my own stomping grounds, dealing with a bigger snow event than we've had in the past couple of years in Madison. 6 to 10 inches of snow getting ready to fall throughout places like Nashville up towards Bowling Green and Lexington. So yeah, a major winter storm event happening for them. We stay on the dry side, the quiet side, and while sure the radar doesn't seem to have all that much of a bite, Mother Nature is sending in a different kind of winter fury for us. That is the cold. We have 2 alert days in that forecast. One for Friday, another one for Monday. Both of these are days where those wind chills could be 25 to 30 degrees below zero in the morning, and the wind chills stay below zero into the afternoon. It's actually for tomorrow that we see some of these wind chill advisories already up, especially closer to the Mississippi River. I would not be surprised if we see some of these expanded just a little bit further towards the east by the time we get towards that afternoon update from the National Weather Service. Let's talk about this afternoon. At its warmest, we will likely feel about 5 degrees below zero as we start to move towards the warmest part of the day. Tomorrow morning, you're headed out the door. 20 to 30 below zero is how things are going to feel across the state of Wisconsin, especially from about I-39 and towards the west. Tomorrow afternoon, still feeling like the teens below zero, and then we'll actually warm up a little bit towards the weekend. It'll feel good on Saturday because it feels above zero. We go right back below that, though, into Sunday. Sunday morning, wind chill factors will make things feel like about 10 to 11 degrees below zero again. Then we're waking up Monday morning, again in that 20 to 30 degrees below zero range. So lots of cold is in store. This is one thing to keep in mind, though. A lot of the school systems that are in person as we start to move towards Monday may face closings and delays simply due to the cold that we're going to have outside. And it is cold now. Still light snow coming down at the airport from that low-level moisture that I've talked about. It is 9. Our wind chill is at 5 below zero at the moment. 3 below in Janesville, 7 below in Lone Rock. And we keep this chill around, folks. So get used to that. Doppler track ultimately looking quiet, but still it's mainly low-level moisture that's sending those snow showers our way. We'll see things try to clear out, though, overnight. That allows our temperature to fall to 5 degrees below zero. 11 tomorrow. 28 on Sunday. Let's talk about Monday. Your high temperature is 7. -8 Monday night into Tuesday. Yes, things are going to get quite cold for us. No winter storms, but with the snow on the ground and the Arctic area of high pressure moving in, temperatures will drop.
Cold and dry.
Yep.
All right. Be careful out there. Thank you, Chris. There's more to come on News 3 Now at noon. I'm next. Let's see what Howard's working on in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
It's January, and that means it's National Soup Month. Just wait until you see what we have cooking in this pot.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Water is one of nature's most beautiful and life-sustaining resources. At no fault of their own, many Wisconsin utility customers are facing a shutoff to their water service. This leaves them without the one life-giving resource we all take for granted. And those hardest hit are on fixed incomes, juggling multiple temporary jobs, or those who lost full-time jobs in sectors hardest hit by the pandemic. If someone you care about needs a hand up, your local Wisconsin energy and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home and your water, heat, and power on. If you are in danger of losing your water service, call 833-H2O-WISC, 833-426-9472. You may not ask for it, but we're here to help.
Are you sick of the areas of your home being cold in the winter or hot in the summer? Your house is a complete system of components that need to work together, similar to the human body. Just like us, your home needs to breathe too. If we're letting our home breathe fresh air, we'll be healthier and regulate our temperature better. Wouldn't it be great if we could show you all the areas needing improvement in just minutes without tearing the house apart? That is what our thermal imaging does for you. It will show the temperature differences and areas of air exchange. Then you'll know what areas need to be improved. Just like going to the doctor, except these doctors do house calls. This will also help in preventing the entrance of harmful pollutants inside your house. You can now easily bring down the energy bills and have a durable and safe home environment with Fry Construction. Visit fryconstruction.com to schedule your free professional house call with a thermal imaging and insulation specialist.
The Home Expo is coming this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Meet the top builders, remodelers, and home improvement experts at the Monona Terrace Convention Center this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday only.
Staying up half the night searching for savings on your prescriptions? Just ask your CVS pharmacist. We search for savings for you, from coupons to lower cost options. Plus, earn up to $50 extra bucks rewards each year just for filling at CVS Pharmacy.
News 3 Now, your vaccine information headquarters.
It's January, and that means it's National Soup Month. What better time of year is there to celebrate a dish that warms us up and makes us feel all good inside? So whether we're looking for one to fill us up or get rid of the sniffles, the one we're making today is always welcome. We start by sauteing a chopped onion in a bit of olive oil till it's tender. To that, we add a couple cans of diced tomatoes, a splash of balsamic vinegar, a bit of chopped garlic, and a few off-the-shelf spices. We'll let this cook for a few minutes. Then we add a good amount of water and some condensed chicken broth and bring it to a boil. Once it's boiling, we add some frozen or refrigerated cheese tortellini and a bunch of fresh spinach. As soon as the tortellini is tender, it's time to call the troops to the table. My guess is they'll be their lickety-split, since who can resist homemade soup that's this hearty? Between the rich tomato broth and the plum cheese-filled pasta, what's not to love? As always, the recipe for Mamma Mia's tortellini soup is online now. I'm Howard with Kelly in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a fill-you-up way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
All right, guys, it's time to introduce you to our pet of the week. This week, Dane County Humane Society would like you to meet Izzy. This 5-year-old is attentive and enjoys people watching out the window. She's very lovable, showers you with head bumps, and enjoys pets and cuddles. Izzy can be chatty with her cute short meows. Izzy also does well with other cats, so if you're looking to add another feline to the family, she's your girl. Look at that face. Registration is open for dog training classes at the Dane County Humane Society, and spots are filling up fast. We offer puppy preschool for pups ages 8 to 18 weeks, canine kindergarten for dogs ages 4 to 6 months, and good dog fundamentals for dogs 6 months and older. Register today so your dog can become the best-mannered pup on the block. To register or learn more, go to giveshelter.org/dog training. Last week's pet, Colton the rabbit, is still available. And if you're interested in adopting Izzy or checking out all the other animals at the Dane County Humane Society, go to giveshelter.org. And here's Chris with one final check of the forecast.
All right, so we've talked about the cold. It's going to be cold. That's the overall gist of the forecast here. We do have a little bit of low-level moisture, and that has led to the flurries that you see outside. But folks, get ready for tomorrow and Monday, the two coldest days in the forecast.
All right, we've been warned. Thank you, Chris. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you back here at 4 o'clock. In the meantime, bundle up and have a great afternoon.